You know who it is, man. It's your boy WallStShooter, and I'm checking in for the gang. My earners, my crypto cartel, what's happening, man? It's been a minute. Actually, it's just been a few days. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hopefully, you got the opportunity to spend some time with yourselves. If you time with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your children, your aunties, your uncles, your mamas, your daddies, your grandpas, your grandmothers, etc. Hopefully you got to spend your time with somebody over this weekend. But those who may want to work today, salute to y'all. For those who had the day off, salute to y'all as well too. Yeah, but check it, man. We in this crypto thing, man. It's Monday, October 10th, 2022. And the market, if you're looking at my crypto bubbles right now, is red. I mean, blood on the dance floor today. Even though it was a holiday, the stock market was still up. We lost a lot on the Dow. The Dow didn't hit all-time lows since 2020. I told y'all, man, and I'm not saying sitting here like I told y'all so like that, right? We talked about this back in May. If you've been in my Discord, this ain't new to y'all, right? I put a couple of videos out about a month ago. Everyone's getting excited. Thought we found the bottom. We rallying. Listen, man, overall economy and the market sentiment does not say bullish. It gave us some relief. Hopefully you took some profits. But as you can see, looking at my crypto bubbles right now, the things that I'm holding currently in my port, the only thing that's green bean is XRP. Everything else is down. Crazy, right? Crazy. And I think I need to update this. Yeah, I definitely need to update this list because this is not everything that I'm holding. Because I don't even see ETH on here. Like, this thing is bugging. But, I mean, let's look at the top 100, right? You know what I'm saying? Maker's been going crazy. We're going to talk about Maker. We're going to look at a chart on Maker, man. Kind of talked about Maker about a couple of weeks ago. I actually jumped in on Maker right now, and I took some profits because I'm up over 100% on Maker. I didn't go crazy and buy crazy coins on them, but I peeped it, and so I got in and got out. So I'm gonna go ahead and snatch up those profits like a real one. You feel me? Because we're in a bear market, man. You can't be playing around with these gains. You got to get in, you got to get out. It is what it is, man, and just keep that dry powder on deck. So we're going to talk about a couple of cryptocurrencies. We're going to catch up on a little bit of news of what's going on. Metaverse conversations has been happening, partnerships that's been happening. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I know my videos be kind of long, but I'm only giving y'all 2 to 3 videos a week. We're talking about crypto. Now, for all my OG people that's been listening to me and rocking with me, I got a question for y'all. I'm thinking about committing this channel to strictly cryptocurrency. Look like that's what y'all want to talk about. I got a passion in it as well with the stock market. If y'all feel that I should be talking more about cryptocurrency, or if you want to hear more about cryptocurrency than the stock market, let me know in the comments below, and we gonna turn it up. You know what I'm saying? I love the engagement. I love that you guys are viewing this content, and I see that y'all get hyped more so for the crypto. Now, yes, I am WallStShooter, and I still on Wall Street. I still trade options, and I'll still talk about that as well. But I'm leaning towards doing more cryptocurrency because it seems like that's what y'all want in these streets, and I'm trying to feed the streets. But ultimately, there's only 4 to 5% people in the world invested in cryptocurrency. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I know enough to feed the streets and get y'all possibly involved in investing long-term into cryptocurrency. Ultimately, I want to help you gain the information and the knowledge so you can feel comfortable getting into cryptocurrency. If you have an interest in it or you something that you always wanted to get into, I want to be able to be that educator for you. You feel me? And if you don't know, I did drop an ebook, and it's strictly around, I ain't gonna say strictly, it is geared around beginners, but I think it fit everybody, right? Give you some good tips, top 10 tips on how to get started in crypto. It's called How to Crypto, right? And we'll kind of look at it on this video, but just know the links are in the description. You can click on it, get the book. I think it's a really good guide ebook that will help you get started. I took a lot of the mistakes that I had because I had nobody really mentoring me. So I took a lot of L's in the beginning. I did a lot of jacked up things in the sense of not taking profits. When I did what most people do when they're a rookie or a novice in the space of investing. And so therefore I'm sharing those L's that I took, turn them into lessons and giving them back to you guys. And I also talk about how I made X amount of dollars in certain type of plays. Yeah, just the full on guide, man. The good, bad, and the ugly of cryptocurrency. So the link's in the bio. But anyways, as you can see, man, the top 100 right now. I mean, you got some hitters going crazy. HT up 28%. Let's see what else we looking at. Maker, like I was saying, going crazy at 17%. Maker's been going stupid dumb. Like if you look at it from the month, it's been up 26%. It's down on the year, but for the month and for the week, it's been going crazy. So we'll tap into that. It actually pulled back from 2 days ago. It was up in about 1,200. I noticed it was about 100% return, but it's kind of down right now. But we'll look deeper into that on a chart. Let's see. Bitcoin down 3%, ETH down 3.5%. Like I said, XRP holding it for the top 7 at 7%. Solana, so down 4.7%. ADA down 8.1%. Yeah, I need to update this because I realized that I have my favorite set on my iPad, which I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because this is not subscription based. So therefore, whatever I save on my iPad and phone, it's not going to save it on here. So I'm going to update this because we are missing some cryptocurrencies that I am holding. But we'll get to that. I'll do that off camera, man. No need to that. No need to look at that. But still, Bitcoin is down over the year 68.9. Ethereum's down 66.8, which is actually kind of creeping up. It was down a lot more. We do have a $1,200 Ethereum. We finally broke that support area. Again, we'll look at that in the chart. XRP 56% down on the year. Cardano 82. Solana. We still got discounts. That's basically what I'm telling y'all guys, right? We still got discounts. Shooter, why are you telling us this? Why are you showing us this? Because at the end of the day, if you decide that you want to buy right now, and I'm not telling you that you should, but I'm letting you know, you're getting it at a discount. You can't argue with me on that. I'm showing you right now. It's right in the red. You're getting it for a discount, right? Filecoin. You ever thought about getting a Filecoin? Well, it's now 92.5%, right? That's a discount. Sandbox is up 5%. That's green bean. We want to wait for that to pull down. We'll look at the chart, right? But you can see right here, everything's on discount, right? That I'm showing, right? If I go back to the top 100, right? Maybe it's something in the top 100 that you want to get at, right? Looking at the top 100, right? 90% on Hex. Tron down 37%. You're getting everything on a discount. I don't know what this is, but it's up 39%. It's probably something new. I'm not too familiar. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what it is. What I'm telling you is you're getting it for a discount. This discount may not continue. And then you're sitting here waiting for it like to hit 100% or 200% negative, and it doesn't happen and start taking off. Shooter, what should we do? Dollar cost average. Dollar cost average. We'll look at the chart and talk about it, but you can dollar cost average in it. I'm not telling you to go run and spend your last dime. What I'm telling you, if you do decide to start buying up these projects, dollar cost average into play where you're not throwing the whole whop into the market at once. You want to average it in. But look at the chart. I'll talk to you about how I do it. I do the 20% rule, 20% rule. Okay. We'll talk about that. What is our crypto fear index looking like? The fear and greed index. Go ahead and make sure you get this website, bookmark it. Right now, we extremely fear. It's about 24. And that's obvious, right? That's obvious. If we look at the historical values, 24 today, yesterday was 22, last week was 26. We're basically, as investors, retail or institutional investors, we are crazy, just crazy uncertainty, fear, a lot of fear in the market because we don't know what the Fed is doing, right? The Fed is still hiking up interest rates. We're going to get another CPI coming up next month. A lot of more reports coming in. We probably get another 0.75 bias. I'm rambling right now, but at the end of the day, investors are scared. Investors are scared. That's basically what it is. Let's go to coin market cap, crypto market. We were in that trillion. We were in that trillion space over the weekend. We're back below it at $918 billion. At the height of the bull run, we was well over $2 trillion in the crypto space. What this market cap is, this is the total circulating value of the entire crypto space. There's over 21. Here, let me light it up for you so you can see. There's over 21,000 cryptos according to coin market cap. And based on that, there's about 918 billion circulating today. 24-hour value. We got about 53 billion was circulating today. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hey, we in a bear market, man. We already know what time it is, man. We already know what time is going on, man. Bitcoin today, well, on the hours about 0.37%, 24 hours about 2.47%. Ethereum down 4.3%. Binance 3.7 in the 24-hour period. 24-hour period. XRP 7.5. Let's see. Cardano 7. It's red, man. It's red. Red. It is what it is. Your favorite meme coin down 9%. Shiba Inu. Hey, I think she might catch a 6-0, man. Might get that next zero, man. Might catch that next zero. According to this, I own some sheep. I mess with sheep tough. I rock with sheep. It's not a majority of bulk of my portfolio. Definitely took profits at the top, but I will add sheep if it regains a zero. That's me though. I like sheep. I know, and I'm gonna show you something on the well stats. But I know once we flip, right? And I'm knocking on wood. I'm giving you a little tidbit. This was gonna happen. And let me not say this is gonna happen. I'm not guaranteeing it, but just think about it for a minute. Open your mind up. Sheep has 5 zeros and a dollar and a number, right? Five zeros and 101 right now. You can go out and go get 1 million tokens for like, let's say $20. For somebody that's new in crypto, when the bear market flip and start rallying, for those who are new in the crypto space or those who are not in the crypto space, what's gonna happen? They're going to hear about it on social media. Their partner's going to be telling them, hey, man, you need to go get in this sheep, right? And the sheep is sitting at 6 zeros and a number, right? It's going to be even cheaper. Hey, you need to get in here, man. You know, whoa. I know you ain't got a lot of money. Just throw $20 in, right? $20 in. If it drop a couple of zeros, you're going to make about $2,000, right? That's the conversation that you're going to hear, right? Like, am I bugging? Like, am I tripping? Like, this is the conversations that y'all going to hear. You've probably heard yourself. You probably had somebody come to you with the same type of conversation. Throw a couple of dollars in there, you know what I'm saying? When it run up to a penny like those, we gonna be lit, right? So me already owning a bag, even though I took profits at the top back in last year. We got it in 2020, right? Got it in 2020, held it, it ran up. Here we are, right? So for those who are already in it, who kept their bags or left a couple of runners, by the time the next bull run happened, what's gonna happen? All the new people gonna come in. They don't got a big budget to invest. They're going to start throwing, retail investors are going to start throwing money at sheep. We already know institutional money. There's big money already sitting in it, right? Because they know the run-up is going to happen when the bear market flip because all the new traders going to come in. Sheep is already sitting on majority of all the big dog exchange. So everybody's going to get hyped. Everybody, hey, should I buy? Everybody going to be shilling on Twitter, and it's going to run. And it's going to drop. It's going from 6 zeros back to 4 zeros at around its all-time high, right? So if you got a couple of, let's say you got 1,000 in it, and it drops 2 zeros, you up how much? If you got 1,000 in there, right, at 6 zeros, you got 1,000 in there and it dropped 2 zeros. 1,000, add another zero, that's 10 grand, right? That's 1 zero. Add another zero that fell off, add it to the back, that's 100 grand off of 2 zeros, right? Get back to all-time highs, you well over 100 grand off a $1,000 play, right? Now, I'm not saying this to say, hey, go throw $1,000 in a sheet, but I'm just giving you an example what that math look like if it runs off the bull market when it flipped. That's why I got a nice thigh bag in sheet right now, right? I made over 10 grand on sheet, something real light, left that runner. I might buy some more. Like I said, we drop a zero, I'm gonna buy some more because I know how the game go, right? You know how this game go. If you're listening to me on my content, you know how people think, you know what their mindset in. My point of this all is that we stay into plays early. We get in with smart money. Who's buying crypto right now? And this is not just off a sheet, right? I'm using that example. Who's buying Ethereum right now? Hella cheap. Institutional money's buying. Who's buying Bitcoin? Come on, man. Y'all see the news. Y'all hear the news. BlackRock, private investment fund. They going crazy with buying Bitcoin. That's institutional money. That's $1 trillion company, $1 billion company buying Bitcoin. Going to be giving it out to their private investors. So let's come on, man. Things are on a discount. I always say if you went to the Foot Locker and they said the whole store is 80% off and you got $500 on you, you're not about to go crazy in the store. Let's keep it a buck. If you went to iPhone, the Apple store right now, and they said everything's 80% off and you got 2 racks on you, you telling me you're not about to run a bag up? Come on, man. I'm going to Apple with $3 grand. If it's 80% off and I got $3 grand on me, I'm about to go buy a bunch of phones and resell them. Like, so don't sit here and play with me. If you go to Tesla and they say, hey, all our cars are 80% off and you got the money, even if you don't got the money, you ain't gonna call your bank and try to get a car loan because it's 80% off on the ticket. Change your mindset, man. I'm not trying to pressure you into investing. I just want you to do better with your bread. You feel me? Start putting your bread into assets that can make you money. Retail investors, right? We are all retail investors. Don't have institutional funds, right? Institutional funds, usually 3 commas and above, right? Big boy money, big millions, right? Multi-millions, billions. Those are the guys that move the market. We got to start thinking like them. They're buying on the way down. Their dollar cost average net. I mean, come on, think about it. We can't time the bottom. We don't know the top. There's money circulating. I just showed you, right? There's money circulating. Over $53 billion is circulating in the market per day. Somebody is spending this money, right? This is all not just institutional. This ain't everybody's buying Shiba Inu and Doge. Big boys are spending the bread. So we need to follow them and see what's going on. Speaking of, WallStats. If y'all seen this site before, bookmark that. Save that. Save it. Make sure you save it. This is where you can see where the big whales are. You can actually pick up by chain. Right now it's default on ETH. I can look here on BNB chain, Phantom, Polygon, Avalanche, right? You can see where the top holders are. You can see who the big whales are. I mean, they're going to tell you by name, but they're going to tell you by wallet, right? You can see that the 100 top 100 whales, 500, etc. So we come over here at Ethereum, right? We clicked on Ethereum. We can look at the overall, and we can come here and look at holdings. What they holding? The top wallet, 10 top holdings for ETH, 21 million. They holding 16,000 ETH. They sound like they got it in 2016 type, or they just got big boy money, right? Institutional funds go buy that. It could be one of these investment companies, right? Could be one of these big investment companies that buying up ETH. USDC and USDT. We know that's a stable coin, ping to the dollar. 6 million right here, right? 5 million here. Shiba Inu. Well. Number 4 on the list. Somebody's holding $1.3 million worth of sheep, right? Wrap ETH, $1 million. Yeah. So you can kind of come over here and kind of see what's going on. Big boy wallets. See the transaction, see the movement. You can do the top 500. I'm not spending that. We're going to keep it a buck with the free. I can connect my wallet and all that stuff and be part of the list, right? So you can see total holdings of all tokens, including ETH. This person's sitting on it, man. This person caked out right now, boy. Right? And I think you can see this by wallet. And I don't know if it comes with the free one, but I'm not going to pay for it just to kind of see. But it's good to kind of see what the whales are doing. If you don't know what a whale is, this is one of your institutional. In the stock market, they call it institutional traders. And the crypto market, they're called whales because they sitting on it. I'm showing you, they sitting on the big bags. They got the big bag. They make the big splash in the crypto market. That's what whales do. When a whale come out the water and splash, makes big waves, right? That's why they call it a whale. And you can look at this by chain. Like I said, you got 5 chains up here that you can look at. It's called WallStats. Say that. Right? You can see who the boy, who holding Doge. You know, see what's going on. See how Doge is performing. The transaction charts of the top 100 holders. And Doge, top transactions right here. Somebody moved about 87 grand today. You got your rich list right here. Somebody's holding $4 million worth of Doge. A wallet's holding 1.1 and $1 million worth of Doge. It's incredible, man. It's nuts. Still holding Doge. We go back to sheep. Somebody's holding $153 million worth of sheep. The number 1 wallet. He owns 1.5%, 1.52% of the market cap or the circulating supply, excuse me. $153 million worth of sheep. That's crazy. 112, 3. Like, people really got rich off of SHIB. Like, really sitting on it, man, on a big ass bag. You can see a lot of meme coins in here. I mean, VRA is not a meme coin, but I mean, you even got people sitting on 𝐸𝐵𝐺𝐻. We made good money off of 𝐸𝐵𝐺𝐻 last year. Phantom. I mean, yes, WallStShooter. Come check it out, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all here. So got some news for the day. CoinDesk.com. Make sure you say that. I saw this on Twitter. So Logan Paul, everybody know who Logan Paul. If you don't know who Logan Paul is, man, go look him up. He's an influencer, YouTuber, boxer. He gets his bag, man. I ain't gonna knock Logan Paul. But the NFT that he bought, and I remember when he bought this and announced it on Twitter, he spent top dollar on it, right? He spent big boy bucks on it. Let me see exactly how much he spent on it. I want to give y'all the exact price. Where's it at? Because it was something ridiculous. How much did he pay for it? Oh man, I can't find it. Where is it at? Here we go. He spent over $623,000 on that Bumblebee, and it is now worth $10. Yikes. That's what happens when you jump into something, man. You don't really understand, man. You just be buying up stuff, man. You just buying up stuff. Buying them green candles, dog. Get them red dildos. You feel me? Buying at them all-time highs, and I don't want that to happen to y'all, man. People buying at all-time highs in a bull market, man. This is a time. This is where millionaires get rich. This is where millionaires make more millions when the market's pulling back. That's not me giving you any type of advice. It's the truth. We'll look at the chart. What is going on? There was something I wanted to talk to you guys about quickly. There we go. It's crypto exchange Global, about to be acquired by About Capital. Very interesting. About Capital Management and M funds. Sound like they're going really centralized over here. I'm gonna put that into the chat so you can kind of read that, man, because I've been holding y'all too long right now. But this is very interesting that they're actually got terms of a deal which were not disclosed. And yeah, FTX is looking to buy up. They're looking to spend up some money on Celsius as well too. So definitely gonna keep our eyes pinned to that. But let's get to the charts, man. Let's get to the charts. I cleaned this chart. If you've been watching my chats or my video content, you know I had levels on here, and I want to do some quick levels on ETH right now. So let's look at the big picture, right? And this is TradingView.com right here. TradingView.com. This is the free version, man. I'm definitely not going to buy in TradingView. I use this solely just to chart crypto. I don't know. Maybe I might pay for it. I really doubt it though. But as y'all know, I've been talking about $800-900 ETH. Where did I get those levels? I got those levels looking at prior supply, previous supply levels that we might retest, previous demand levels that we might retest. Demand levels that we might retest. And the recent demand that we had, where we got that nice little pump right here, ranging anywhere between this 1,000 to 900 range. Before that, we have this structure here that built up, and we kind of spiked in that $800-900 range, right? We got good support on the back end from 2021, so I do want to see this. I do think we might see, if we can't hold, we can come down here and see this particular structure right here, right? We got some decent amount of structure. We had this big dip here that tested the 200 SMA. And kind of bounced off and continue up in this uptrend. So I'm standing firm on $800-900 ETH. If it doesn't hold, man, we can actually probably see anywhere between $600 to $500 ETH. I'm cool with that, because if we look back in March during that Black Swan event known as COVID, where's it at? I went too far. Oh no, this is right. We can see that. Thank you. We can see that we saw a $78 ETH, right? March of 2020 Black Swan event, ETH was trading at a low of $89, high of 145. Crazy, right? Then it ripped all the way up to damn near $5,000, right? Which was that gain looking like? Let's look at it, right? If we look at the price game from there, from the bottom of COVID, world shutting down, all the way to the top high. Yeah, it's crazy percent, right? Right? It's crazy. And currently from those highs, we're sitting about 74%, right? Kind of correlates with the crypto bubbles, right? We already know we down 66.8, a little off, but you get it. We're down at the end of the day. So if we pull back to these lows, or let's do this. Let's do this. Let's look at from these lows to this low. That's a 29% decrease. Can that happen? Absolutely, right? The Fed is still hawkish. Stock market is kind of influenced the crypto market a tad. We can definitely pull back here. Something to keep our eyes on, right? There's a lot of structure here, right? A lot of confluence here. Nice little structure. So could we pull back to here and test these levels? We had this big supply sell off here. Got this trading sideways, a crab walk, and then we had this rip. So we have this demand zone that we could retest. So I'm definitely gonna be watching for that retest. I'm gonna box it right here on your guys, right? I'm looking for that, right? I got this supply zone, the demand zone that we currently had or previously had, excuse me. And from there, from that run up, that was a nice 100% run up, right? And as you can see, price action is slowly creeping back, right? We have this bear flag that's possibly building up. We need that breakout. We need to break below. We need to break below this pivot low right here of about 12.19. As you can see, the price of ETH is at 12.79, $11 down. It's definitely possible, right? We getting some sell off here. We're down here on the support level about 12.59-ish. If we break that and break below this pivot below 12.29, what's stopping us from getting down here? There's nothing here, right? We had a lot of sideways trading from June to July, right? A whole month of sideways trading. We have this big, let me tighten this up since I zoomed in. We have the supply area, right? We have some institutional money come in, pushes up above this, the 50 SMA and the 100 MNA, never reached the 200. The red line is the 200 SMA. I say EMA, I'm so sorry guys, SMA. And now we have the 50 and 100 just crossed. We got a nice supply zone that pushed this down. Sellers came in, took profits, right? Now we have this area here, this demand zone where buyers feel very comfortable of buying within this area. There's some orders that need to be filled here. So we push down into the zone. We're looking anywhere between 1,100 to 900 ETH. But the thing is, this structure here, it's only been a month worth of trading. Is it strong enough? If this buy zone or this demand zone strong enough to push us back up? Or if we lose it, that's where that 800 kicks in, right? Where I was talking about that 800. It's pretty weak. If you can see here, we had this bounce at 887. We had a bounce at 955. We go back in time and look at back in 2021. We have a low of 910 here. And then off this candle here, this low of, sorry guys, a low of 888. Besides that, we had a rip up. So we have this long wick that we could fill up this wick. What is this wick low? This wick low, 700. So if we break this pivot low here and start falling into this demand zone, and we can't hold this demand zone, and the Fed is still being very hawkish and continue to raise these inflation continue to raise 0.7 bias point, maybe even a whole point. Yeah, I don't see what support is strong enough to stop us from breaking that zone and getting into that 800-900 range. And then after that, it's free game. Now the question is, do you panic if you're holding If you're holding ETH right now, what should you do? Should you sell it? Should you hold it? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. What I'm telling you is be smart. Look at the chart. Understand where our levels are. You make that decision. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my ETH. Because I already took profits off ETH. I took profits off ETH back here. So back in 2000, back around when it was 2000 a coin. So I'm sitting on dry powder and I'm ready for it to get into this green area. If it does, right, this could reverse and shoot up. You already know how this game go. If it breaks and gets into this green area, this demand zone, I'm ready to buy and add to my bag. Now, if it breaks that, I'm ready to buy and get into my bag. Dollar cost averaging, rules of 20%, right? If ETH, let's pull it up again. If ETH sells off another 20%, it puts me right at the bottom of this, right? You see this, I'm not capping. 20.5% is the bottom of the zone, right? Of this demand zone. It's 20%. That's another $259 off. If ETH goes off 20%, that puts me roughly around $1,000 per ETH. Now I have a budget laid out for ETH. My budget for ETH is anywhere between $5,000 to $8,000 initial off how this market is running. So if it drops 20%, I'm gonna throw in 20%. So if my budget, let's say, is $5,000 for ETH, 20% of that is, right? 20% of that is $5,000. If 10% of $5,000 is 500, 20%, that's $1,000. So therefore, I'm buying a whole coin. If we drop another 20%, right? Let's do it again. Where does that put us? We drop here. We drop another 20%. That puts us at a $787 ETH within that zone, right? I'm going to put in another 20%. I might even go in 30%. What is that? That's $1,500. I'm at least buying 2 ETH, right? And then we continue, right? And you just track your budget. If I drop another 20%, is that real? Is that realistic? Well, I just showed you in the chart back end, there's not a lot of support, right? So from here to here, that's roughly a $600 ETH. That's another 20%. You see how I'm doing this? Or a 30% or 40%, depending on how you want to do it. You shouldn't be throwing the whole whop, right? If this thing dropped right now, I'm not going to throw the whole 5,000 if it jumps in this green. That's crazy, right? That's insane. You don't do that. You dollar cost average. Because when this, let's say if it times out here, right? This is the bottom, right? Let's say if this is the bottom at $600, right? And the market sentiment change, no recession, a lot of factors, right? President says he want to do crypto, et cetera, and whatever the case may be. And let's say this thing rip, right? And this is just being facetious, right? Say it ripped 400%. Well, I dollar cost averaged all the way down here. I dollar cost down. I didn't throw the whole 5,000, and maybe I didn't even get the chance to use the whole 5,000 because we ripped, right? And if we rip, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure out what my dollar cost average is, and I'm gonna dollar cost average up into it as well too. Or I might just sit back and hold dry powder. But let's say it just rip up and it get up to 34. Let's say the top of this 3,400. That's a $460 move. Well, since I dollar cost average down, all this right here, this is profit. This is profit. Smart profit, right? But I know you sound like Shooter. Well, if I threw the whole whop in, and it ripped up, I'm good. Yeah, but you gotta understand, you threw the whole whop in. You threw the whole bag in at 12. It ripped down to 600. That's 100% loss. So you need to gain 100% just to get up. So instead of having a 463% return, yours is 363. And I know what you're saying. Well, 363 is still not bad, but I get it. But the name of the game is buy low, sell high. Don't stop thinking like a retail investor and start thinking like institutional money. This is how they move. They got levels. They got people smarter than me and you put together on these charts on the weekend, day in, day night, because crypto don't sleep. And they got levels. They got buy levels. And they know when they throw $2 million, they going to move the market. They know when they take $2 million profit, they know going to move the market down. They know where their buy levels is. Just got to start thinking like them. Got to be smart. And this applies to any market with a price action and chart. You do the same techniques in the stock market, same techniques in the Forex market. If you're trading gold, etc. It's the same techniques. Be smart, man. Smart money. Bitcoin. Let's check up on Bitcoin while I'm holding y'all. As you can see, Bitcoin selling off. We in this bear flag. We broke the bear flag. We ain't breaking in the sense where you need to start throwing a whole whop in there just yet, right? We got these previous supply zones. Remember, if you see green boxes on my chart, that's a demand zone. You see a red box like such as a supply zone. So we got a previous supply zone. Let me fix this chart real quick. Boom. Got a previous supply zone back in 2020 here. Got one here, one here, one here, right? I've tweeted out, I think Bitcoin is going anywhere between 12 and 13,000. I might have said 12 and 14. At the end of the day, we got 3 supply zones. Again, they're very weak because you had this massive run up. You had this massive run up back in October, and it really didn't build enough structure out there to hold. So if we break in these zones, hey, we could see a $12,000 ETH. If we break that $12 zone, $12,000 zone, we can definitely see a 10. We have structure here. We got big rejection here at 10, right? I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna show you. We got big rejections. Am I capping? Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Right? This was a pre-high back in February of 2020. Before what? COVID. Where what did happen? What happened at COVID? Oh shoot, let me get rid of that. What happened at COVID? How much did we lose? What was the sell-off from February highs of 2020? A 63%. It was quick. It happened. Right? It went from $10,000 to $3,800. And then what it do? Huh? What it do? You already know what it do. That thing ripped up. What was that? 1,600%? From COVID lows to 1,600% over 65, almost $70,000 worth of ETH. I mean, Bitcoin. Sorry, I just got done talking about ETH. Bitcoin from 3,800 to 69. Hey, when people say Bitcoin ain't gonna last, they bugging. They just they don't understand crypto. They don't understand Bitcoin. They don't understand market supply. They don't understand the rarity of Bitcoin. They don't understand how much institutional money is in Bitcoin. Like, for you to think because Bitcoin pulling back, it's over with, bugging. Bitcoin ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. In my opinion, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Ethereum not going anywhere. It's too much big boy dollars in it, right? Too much big boy money. Again, I showed you the market cap. Today's market cap in crypto was over $53 billion with a B, y'all. $53 billion. Just saying, man. I'm trying to put y'all on, man. Y'all trying to put y'all on. A lot of people are looking at these centralized banks, the stock market, and they see how a lot of stuff is coming out to play right in front of us, coming out the closet. That whole Nancy Pelosi and her husband with the Nvidia stocks and all that stuff. People don't like that. Normal people like me and you don't like that, right? Government shouldn't be getting rich if they holding seats. They got insider information. No? Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Like, if you're sitting on these high chairs voting on these laws and budgets to getting passed, is that not inside trader information? Am I don't know. I might be tripping. Let me know in the comments if I'm bugging. Let me know if I'm bugging in the comments, man. And a lot of people are starting to drift over to the crypto market. It's funny. Last week, stocks were getting killed. Crypto was pretty steady. I was watching the charts and everything. Crypto was still holding anywhere between $950 billion to $1 trillion. A lot of these support levels was holding while the stock market was getting trashed. Crypto is trading sideways. A lot of people are looking over here like, man, maybe this might be the way to go. Cryptocurrency, DeFi. Maybe this might be the way to go for me to build some wealth. Now, you definitely can make some money in the crypto space. Like, no cap. Y'all know that. If you mess with crypto, you know you can make some money. Crypto is one of those places where you find one of them shit coins, put in $100, mess around and make 50 grand off it. That happens. I know. I've done it 3 times. SHIB, Doge, and 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐷. It happens. You can definitely do it. But anyways, I digress. Back to Bitcoin. One thing I wanted to point out about Bitcoin. We broke what we do. We broke that beer. So I want to see a couple more days, see if this thing pull past this little pivot right here. We're in a last year or 2020 demand zone. We break through that demand zone. What's stopping it, right? What's stopping it? Look at these structures from 2020. Like, I really had to dig and try to find decent structures, right? There's no decent structures. There's nothing stopping it. Probably this one right here where we had this retest twice before. before it broke. And then we had this level here where it started to rally, right? We break this little area. We have this area. It's really weak. It's very weak. This one right here, this is the last, what they say, this is your last string, your last hope. Yeah. If we break this third one, yeah. I mean, we have structure here in this 10,000 zone. Decent structure. I just showed you here. This support level right here at 12. There's nothing stopping it from getting down here and starting to trade sideways and testing things, right? And this is me just looking at the charts, right? I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not an oracle, anything like that. I'm just looking at the levels. I'm looking at the levels. Look at this run up. There's no sideways consolidating trading there. It's very weak. Even when I look back here, I mean, you have some back in 2019 and 2018. I mean, you have some level that, I mean, it could. A lot of those supply areas and demand zones are valid because we already picked up orders there. The sellers already sold off. The buyers already came and bought off. Those areas avoided. So we're looking at previous in 2020. There's really nothing there. So if we continue on this downtrend off this double top that we created, all right, neckline here, still pushing. There's nothing stopping us. So I'm curious. Can't wait to see what Bitcoin doing. I'm sitting here chilling. I'm not really buying. I'm dollar cost averaging. I am buying some Bitcoin here and there, but I'm not putting in nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just putting a little here, a little there. At the end of the day, only invest what you're willing to lose, right? Maker. Let's look at Maker real quick. I've been holding y'all. Maker. Talked about Maker previous video. Right around here, around this 500, right? I jumped in about a little around 6, and it kind of just ripped, man. It bust through the 50 and 100 SMA. It tested the 200, got rejected, and off that rejection, off this candle right here, about 1,000 and some change, I sold off and took my profits. I have bought 2 coins, nothing spectacular. Made a nice little bag, $1,000. Made a nice little $1,000 here in about, I don't know, was that 2 weeks time? Let's break it down to 1, 2, 3, 4 week time. And got out. Now you can see it's pulling back. It rejecting that 200 pretty hard too. Big rejection off the 200. I mean, yeah, 200. And now it's pulling back. So I mean, that was a nice little swing action. We got this uptrend off the 4-hour chart. We got this raising wedge. I do expect it to pull back to the 50 and retest the 100 here just to get some relief. And I'm gonna be watching it, see if I can get in there and get some more. Am I holding this long term? Absolutely not. I just saw an opportunity, jumped in, got in, got out, call it a day. And that's how you do it. Maybe I might revisit if it hits back in the 600. Hell, it retest this demand zone. Hell, I'm all about it. If it can retest this demand zone, even break low, maybe I might jump back in at 600. If it break, I start dollar cost and averaging. I'm gonna do more digging on the play on the actual Maker. I know they're definitely in the DeFi finance. I've been scooping up a lot of DeFi finance. I'm all about it. I'm gonna look at one more, man, because I've been holding y'all. ADA, you know I love ADA, man. We just broke this freaking bull flag or bull planet. I mean bear pennant. You can see we ripping. And guess what? We found a previous supply zone from 2018. As you can see, we made this nice cup and handle, right? Got the neckline here. We ripped through. Boom. Got the handle. Now, depending on who you ask, they might say this is the handle here. We could bounce and go. But if we break through here, because this was the first all-time high back in 18, and since then, just pretty much been trading off. And then we retested it here and ripped through it. Now we're back. Now we're sitting here trying to see if we got some buyers that's going to come in, because this is a good price, 39 cents. It's a good price for ADA, in my opinion. We're going to see if we got some buyers in here. You can see that we kind of broke this pennant, this bear pennant. I want to see a little bit more price action jump off this. As far as on the downside, we're still below the 50, 100, and the 200 on ADA. It's been trading very well, in my opinion. But if we break here, what's stopping it from getting it down to 18 cent ADA, right? And if we hit 18 cent ADA, I'm here for it, right? So we got 19 cent, maybe. We got decent structure here at 22. Here, I'll just chart it out real quick. All right, we have this right here. Make that white. We have this start, retest, and fail at 23. Got a nice breakthrough through resistance. No real retest. That's what I'm looking for. Excuse me. We break that supply zone from 18. I'm looking at 23. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dollar cost average all the way down here. And I'm gonna wait and see. But this thing can really, if the market continue how it is, it can get ugly for ADA. Just based off of technical, based off of structure, based off the lack of structure or confluence, it can get ugly for ADA. So keep that on your watch list. Watch what ADA do. Let's see. Ultimately, I'm bullish on ADA. That's not gonna change. But right now, the market is telling me is bear. It's bear season. And so therefore, I'm gonna play it like a bear. I'm just gonna keep this dry powder. I got a budget for ADA. I definitely want to get anywhere between 50,000 ADA. And if it sells off and get into these 10 cent or these tens of costs, I'm here for it because I'm gonna buy it up. I'm buying up the dips. So yeah, man, I wanted to kind of look at those three. I've been holding y'all, and I said holding y'all quite a few times. You probably let me know how many times I said I've been holding y'all in the comments if you watched the entirety of this video. But I've been holding y'all for about 46 minutes or so. But I just want to kind of talk about those three. I was looking at those charts over the weekend. Real quick, things that I bought over the weekend, plays that I bought over the weekend. I added more. I actually bought into HBAR. I made my first initial investment into HBAR. I want to talk more about this in another video, but I bought into HBAR. My first time buying into HBAR, so this is my initial. I got initial budget for HBAR. First initial budget is going to be about $1,000. Yeah, I think that's what I wrote down. Between $1,000 and $1,200. So I just bought in, trading sideways. So I'm watching it. I want to see if it gets down into that 2 cent range, or maybe even that 3 cent range, and I'll add probably another 20% of the budget. What else did I bought more Gala. I bought more Gala. Still trading sideways. I want to see if it break down into this 2 cent range. I would love to see it break down and get back to its all-time low. That'd be awesome. I'm a big fan of Gala, very bullish overall. So I definitely want to get that bag up over 100 to 200,000 coins in Gala. I actually removed that off my list. What else did I buy? Give me 1 second. Sorry. Oh, I bought more Theta. Added more Theta to the bag. I bought more VRA to the bag. And I bought more XRP. The XRP been doing very, very good. So I bought a little bit more XRP. I bought XRP around 40 cents, so it's up to 49%. So I'm happy about that over the weekend. And yeah, that's it. That's what I bought over the weekend. Oh, and I bought a little more ETH. A little bit more ETH. Just a little bit. So yeah, those, man, it's come to the point. I know this video was super long. I appreciate you if you listen to it from start to finish. I appreciate you so much. I'm getting more of this content out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I'll talk about. I want to do a podcast. I want to get somebody dedicated with me to do a podcast about cryptocurrency and DeFi. So look for that. Also, if you have it, got a chance, and the link is in the bio. I dropped the How to Crypto ebook. It's a bundle set. You get the ebook. It's about 18 pages. How to invest properly, correctly, and safely into the crypto market. I made it real easy, step by step, right? You know, the why behind this guide, where can I buy crypto, the exchanges, how much you should have, how should you store it, staking, common phrases and that you should be knowing, lingo. I also give you all the sites that I use for information, news, etc. And the cool thing about this guide, if you buy it, it's a living ebook. What does that mean, Shooter? Meaning when I make updates to it, I will send those who bought out, because I have your email address, I will send you an updated copy. If I add to the video that I put out, I'll send you a new video to match that. It's a living log, right? We call that in the Navy a living log. It's a living ebook. So every time I want to add more that I feel fits into that realm of knowledge base, I'll send you one. Now, I do have an advanced copy where I talk about technical analysis and mixing it all and fundamental analysis and how you find these plays and how you should look at it. Now, that is a part 2 that would not be added to this particular version because it's more advanced, right? We'll talk more about dollar cost averaging, indicators that I use. A lot of technical, right? A lot of technical stuff. So that's be the technical version. So I'm gonna give you the technical aspect a little bit later. But far as this beginner aspect, as I continue to add, because there's some things that I may forgot that I'm like, oh, I should have put that in the ebook. I'm gonna add it to the ebook and then I'm gonna send it out, right? Now, is that going to be a recurrence thing every week? No, I'll probably update it once a month, and just so I'm not constantly blowing you up in your email. But just know, if you buy my ebook, it's a living ebook. I will add to it and send you a fresh copy of the video MP3 because I'm just now adding MP3. So you're getting 3 for 1. You get the ebook, the video, and an MP3. What I need the EP3 for? Just in case you're in a car and you want to listen to it, right? Without watching it on your phone. You shouldn't be watching videos and driving. So if you listen to the MP3 through your iPhone, through your Android or whatever the case may be, now you can just listen to it and you can drive safely and just kind of hear what I'm talking about. So that's out. You can the link is it's on the Gumroad right now. The link is in the bio below. Click on that, go copy it. If you copy it, leave some feedback. Let me know how you feel about it. If you didn't like it, or if you did like it, how I could do it better. By the time I make part 2, I'm gonna take all that feedback and definitely give y'all shout outs in the videos. If you give me good feedback. Social sites, all my social sites is in the link as well too. If this particular video if you like this video, please share it with your people. Put it out there in the universe. You feel that this is some good information that you think people need to hear about. I appreciate it. If I earned your like, please do so now. If I earned your subscription, please subscribe. And if I earned your bell notification, meaning you click the bell to be notified when I drop new content, please do so now. I thank you very much. Nothing but love from me to you. And let's go get this bag, man, because at the end of the day, millionaires are made in bear markets. Remember that. You add a 0 to with your initial investment or your overall investment, because when it flip, you're going to add a 0. So if you start in with 1,000, you're probably going to make 10. If you start with 10, you're going to make 100, so on and so on. You might even make more. Anyways, much love to y'all. I appreciate your time. Blessings. Be safe. And remember, this is not financial advice. Peace.